Welcome back to Two Guys in the Outdoors. Hey, this is a continuation with the interview we had with the three ladies that just started hunting. Thanks for watching. Remember, please subscribe, leave a comment, share with some others, and like this show.
Kind of got started hunting, for the same reasons, you wasn't interested earlier in life, and then, families or, uh, you know, unfortunately COVID, kind of pushed a lot of people in that direction. And it's about providing for yourself and your family. And that's kind of what I'm seeing, you know, back when I started hunting, it was tradition. It was a way of life. I know nothing other than, I mean, we and I still do it. We butcher hogs. We have chickens and turkeys, and we gather eggs every day, and we have a garden, fresh tomatoes and cucumbers. Um, so for me, listening to you all, it's helping me be a better educator, because not everybody's like me, you know. Um, and to have you all share, you know, I've found that most of our new hunters coming into the outdoors right now, it's all about providing for their family, or that's the start of it, and then it kind of grows from there. Um, for me right now, hunting, yeah, it's still providing for my family, but it's more of a spiritual. I connect. I feel free. I am most happy when I'm in the outdoors. So so this is gearing up to my next question for you all is I know how long you've been hunting, and I know kind of what got you started. What's keeping you going? What's exciting about it? What's fun about it? Because hunting should be fun. It should be relaxing. It should be fun, although it is work. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Hunting can be work. So so what's keeping you going? What's the excitement? If that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think it's certainly a few things. One of the things keeping me going is just skill improvement. You know, I like the challenge, but it's one of those things where, like, if the challenge was always insurmountable, or too difficult, it wouldn't be fun, right? So I like going to the range and improving my skills and testing myself, but it's always like setting goals, accomplishing those goals, and then setting harder goals, right? So that's one of the things. Another thing is, I know we're harping on it a lot, but I think especially with women, community is so important, right? Like, Jason, it sounds like you have a very, like, restorative experience whenever you go out hunting. And I definitely feel that, but I also feel it when, I'm with these ladies, and we're sitting in um, a ground stand, a ground blind at the Merrimack Farms, WMA. It's,
Freezing our tails off.
yeah, freezing our tails off. Uh, so it, kind of feeds the soul in a multitude of ways. And then also, I'm a bit of a gearhead. Like, man,
Oh no.
if it's if it's shiny and
Be
cool,
very careful, Maria.
Yeah.
I know, but I really try and tone that down. But if I can think of a way to um, improve my hunting experience by kind of finding that tricky balance of, like, cool gear that's also very effective and affordable, that's like the trifecta, right? Then that's like a fun thing for me too. I don't know if it's cliche to say the answer is shopping, but
Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm the same
I'm
way.
guilty too. I'm guilty too.
Right,
Okay.
we're all friends, open and honest conversation, you know,
Yeah.
feels camaraderie.
Yeah.
Credit card.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair, really.
Yeah,
Right.
I guess the thing that really keeps me going is, and I'm not even sure I realized this about myself. I had my archery orientation for the urban archery program a couple weeks ago, and I called my husband on the way home because I was so excited. There's, you know, every time I go to one of these courses, I learn something new, and that's just so much fun. Anyway, and he's like, honey, you got to go hunting more often. You get so excited and you have so much fun and you meet so many kind, generous, welcoming people. You know, not knowing really anybody before I got started, the 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 number of people that are willing to help you get to where you want to be and start with something that I had no experience prior, really. People are just kind. Like I met one guy at he and his girlfriend, wife, partner, she had never gone hunting before and she qualified for the urban archery. So the three of us started talking. He's like, oh, we're going to butcher a deer in my shed in the backyard. If you want to come, I'm showing her, I'll show you too. It's like, yeah, absolutely. So we change phone numbers and you start to get to know people and, you know, oh, which tree stand did you go with? And, oh, how do you feel about rhino skin? And like all these different things and all these aspects that I had no idea existed beforehand. But also the one of the things that keeps me going is my dad is almost 80, and the ability to be able to connect with something that was such an intrinsic part of his life when he was younger. And I thought I heard all my dad's stories. I found so many new ones. Turns out he has so many hunting stories he just didn't tell us. So even being able to engage my own family members in new ways and see different sides of them, it's just been such a positive experience for me.
Wow. Bob, this could be the best show ever. I'm telling you, it'll be the
Let's put
best
it
show
this
ever.
way. Some of the stuff that they're saying, I relate to. Just what you just said, Christy, about your dad. Now, my dad passed away several years ago. And when I'm out in the woods, even though we didn't get to hunt a lot together, him and my grandfather, they're both passed away. When I'm out in the woods, I feel like they're with me because of all the stories that they've told me in the past. Plus, I have some of the equipment that they had. So whether I use it or not, it's just there. It's either like an old pocket knife in my pocket, or, you know, I told Jason, I've never been rifle hunting for deer. Where I grew up, we couldn't do it. And I drew to the bow quickly, and that's all I ever hunt with. But I told him, I said, this year I might just pull out my dad's rifle and do it. So you got a good point. It brings back a lot of good memories while you're out there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's also heirlooms. I mean, like I have
Yeah.
my dad's guns, my dad's bows, my grandfather's guns.
yeah.
They're the knife that he used to go out every time he left the house, because if he got hungry, he'd kick a potato pile over and eat one of those on his hike.
Yeah. Yep.
It's little things like that.
Yeah, Christy, I was just getting ready to say the same thing. You know, I've got, you know, Bob knows here in my our indoor studio, as we
Yeah, it's
call
our
it.
indoor studio.
You know, I have several heirlooms that mean the world to me, and that connection is the outdoors. So that's awesome.
Do a quick pan with your computer. Show them.
We'll let Stephanie go, and then I can do that.
Okay.
All right, what excites me and keeps me going is first the girls and, you know, my mentor, you know, because I mean, Maria will tell you, like, I was like, birds, only turkey. For a long time, I was like, I'm only doing turkey. And then I was like, oh, pheasant. Okay, let's go to pheasant. Okay, well, no, we're going right back to turkey, only turkey. And then I won a rifle, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to shoot now. So, and just getting that, you know, excitement, you know, they get excited because now I'm trying something new, and just keeping, you know, that little push to keep growing and getting better. And, you know, yeah, that's mine's not as elaborate and monumental, but that's, I mean, really, it is. It's the group and everyone
Hey.
that supports me. So,
Well, having good friends,
yeah.
good, you know, the camaraderie, like Maria said, you know, just getting out and trying to improve yourself. You know,
Mhm.
there's a lot to say about just that. That's not just little things. So that's all real cool. Okay. So
Yeah, it's yeah, it took me a long time to get to the point to where you ladies are. And I've been hunting my entire life. You know, it was a tradition. It was all about the harvest, right? Now the harvest is just icing on the cake. It's the experience, it's listening to that acorn drop, it's the sounds, it's seeing animals in their natural state, um, the community, the conversations. Christy, I'm sorry, but stories, they never end. I mean, you know, um, and you know, watching, you know, I tell people it's watching it's experiencing the world waking up, and that is sitting in a ground blind or sitting in a tree stand, you know, 45 minutes before sun up, and you literally hear the world wake up, all the animals and the sounds, and you can't explain that to a non-hunter, you know, and it's just it's wonderful.
then if you got your tree stand sitting right and you see that sun coming up over the horizon, you know, it's kind of cool. But
Oh, it's definitely cool.
you
Um,
guys bring up a lot of good things, and I want to mention a couple of things. Okay, Maria, I'm a gear junkie too, and I have a
yeah,
tendency,
yes, he is.
and I have a tendency sometimes to overbuy things. Okay, but I'm trying real hard, and Jason is really trying to keep the reins on me. Okay, but he doesn't see what I buy when I'm at home. But I got to try to remember, you know, all the old guys. You go back to, you know, Fred Bear and all them guys. It was a plaid shirt, blue jeans, some old hunting boots or farming boots or whatever, a stick and a string and another stick. Okay. And they were harvesting things all over the world. Right. So, yes, the gear is fun, it's neat, but you don't really need but if you get the Jason Miller special, just a stick, a string, and another stick and some feathers, right? So,
Yeah,
but go ahead, Jason, and then I have a couple questions.
no, it's, you know, I'm learning so much, but it's crazy how, you know, I've been hunting my entire life. You all been, you know, just now getting started, and there's so much in common, you know.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, you know, I was the you know, Marie was talking about um the challenge, you know, um improving equipment and gear to help you be more successful. You know, I've kind of gone there, peaked, and now I'm going the other direction. You know, I'm going primitive. You know, my goal this year is to harvest something with my own bow that I have made from by hand. You know, so I've got the same excitement, the same challenges that you all do. Um, you know, but I've been hunting forever and y'all are just getting started, but we all have that same connection. Um, and that's wonderful.
Sure hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned with the next episode. Please subscribe, leave a comment, share with others, and like this show.